In this module, we are going to learn about another math function, which is mod. Now, what does mod function does is, it takes a number and a divisor and finds out the remainder. Like for example, if you look at this number, 87, and if I say mod number divided by 2, what will be its remainder? Its remainder would be 1. If I say mod divided by 3, what will be its remainder? 0, because 87 is completely divided by 3. If I say mod of 4, so what will be the output? 3. So 4 2s are 8, 4 1s are 4, so 84. The next number is 88, so the remainder is 3. So 4, if you divide it by 87, the remainder would be 3. So mod actually gives you the remainder. So if I try to find out the mod of each number with the divisor, then I will get the remainder. Just I showed you. So you can put 4 here, or I can say is equal to mod number, and I say 15. Right? Of course, there won't be any, because 15 completely divides 65. So remainder would be 0. If I say is equal to mod this number divided by 3. So 3 8s are 24, right? Then 3 9s are 27. So it completely doesn't divide. So remainder would be 1, and so on and so forth. So this way, mod function will give you the remainder. Okay. Now let's use some practical usage of this mod function, right? Now what is mod for odd numbers? Like for example, if I say that this number, if I say is equal to mod, and I say this number divided by 2. So any number divided by 2, if it gives you 0, it's an even number. If it gives you 1, then they're all odd numbers, right? So this is of course an odd number, and if I drag this, so wherever you find 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, these are all even numbers. And wherever you find 1, they're all odd numbers, right? So this is 1, this is 0. Now if I say is equal to mod equal to 1, that means if mod of A11, 2 is equal to 1, then give me the result of this logical operation. So it says is equal to 1, so it's either returned true or false. So 87 divided mod of 2 will give me 1. Of course, this is true, but this will be false, because that will not give me 1, that will give me 0. So in this case, what I have done, I have converted all the odd numbers to be true and all the even numbers to false. Similarly, I can say here is equal to mod number, comma, divided by 2. Is it equal to 0? If it is equal to 0, which means that it should be true, else it is false. So for all the even numbers, I have made it true, and for all the odd numbers, I have made it false. So we'll just revisit the formula again. I have said mod A11(2) is equal to 1. If mod A11(2) is equal to 1, then return whatever is the logical operation. So logical operations either returns true or it returns false. So it checks whether A11, 2 mod is 1 or not. If it is, then it returns true. And in this case, it is yes. So it returns true. So in that case, what happens? All odd numbers will return false. Similarly, here I just done the reverse. I said that mod A11(2) is equal to 0, which means that if by doing mod I get 0, return true. Of course, it not return true, here it return false. So mod for even, in this, all through means even. Here, all through means odd. Now, what I have done this? Why I have done this? I have done this because I want to find out the sum of even numbers. So from here, I want to find out all the even numbers and do the summation. Now, how do I do that? I say is equal to sum product. So I'll just pick up this, multiply it by this array, and then sum it up. So what we'll do? So we'll take this 87 into false. Now what is 77 into false means? False means 0. True means 1 internally. It's basically internally it's a number. This false and true internally it's a number. So wherever it will find false, it will multiply it by 0. So 87 into 0, 0. 60 into 1, 60. 25 into 0, 0. 34 into 1, 31. 34. 68. Similarly, this will go on. So wherever it will find odd numbers, it will put 0. And wherever it will find even numbers, it will keep that even number. After multiplication of these two arrays, whatever data it will get, it will sum them up. So that it will only get even numbers for this. So when I say enter, this is 2, 1, 2. So we'll check this. So this is even. So I'll press control. This is even. This is even. This is even. And this is even. And if you look at the sum here, in your taskbar here, it's 212, which is similar to this. Right? Similarly, I will use the same way of working here. I'll say is equal to sum product, and I'll pick up this array. This time odd number I want, so I multiply with this. Because here all the odd numbers are true. True means 1. And all the even numbers are false, means 0. So you'll just keep the odd numbers and make the even numbers 0 and then sum it up. Okay. So you'll get the 125. So let's check. This is odd number. This is an odd number. This is an odd number. And if you look at the sum, it is 125. So this way, I have used my mod function to do some practical job. So first of all, what is mod? Mod means it will show me the remainder. And then using that, I can apply these things to do works like this practically, right? I hope you have got this idea. And please remember that implicitly this true and false means true means 1 and false means 0.